Hey team, lovely Tuesday afternoon, fresh from work. How great. Just thought I'd do a quick video on the FG. Where do we start? Cosmetics wise, I haven't done a whole lot to it. I've put my personalised plates on it that I had on my G6E. I sold my G6E on some sim and reps I had, and I kept the factory 50th anniversary 19s. There's 5 of them, so I've got a spare mint one in the boot. Oh, sorry, it's not mint. I actually put the worst one in the boot and put the best ones on the car. I think this one here was the spare. The car came with this damage. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but a bit of patina, you know. I don't know, I'll fix it in time to come, but for now, I passed off with it, so I'm not too worried about it. It just goes with the character of the car, not looking real flash, you know. It's got a bit of paint fade on the roof and on the bonnet. I've polished the bonnet, and it's still going back to being a bit faded just on that side, which is fine. It's fine, you know. Yeah, I have added my own bits like the roof spoiler, and I got the roof spoiler colour matched to the car. And I know it looks kind of too good because the spoiler's really nice and polished the roof. But obviously that little white spot right there would be the same as the bonnet. The rest will been mint for like 6 months to a year. That one little spot will come back within about 3 or 4 months. I put the roof racks on there. As you can tell, I've actually put them on wrong. If you look at that one, you can see that this roof rack has actually been around the other way on the other Falcon. Funny enough, these roof racks come from a mate's little brother, and they actually come off another nitro blue FG. I got these cheap, and with all things that come cheap, it's never easy. This adjustment here adjusts, which like pulls it tight, but only this side works on this one, and only that side works on that one. This one here, it's yes, rusted. With a bit of playing around, I could probably free it up. I actually just wanted to put these on just for a bit of a look and see how they go. But yeah, I really want to run a roof pod for the whole sleeper look, but at the same time too, these whistle like hell, man, and it's been driving me insane. The radio can only go so loud, and I can only give the car. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to cut that. Where were we, guys? I've had to cut the video, sorry. I'm trying my best not to swear. Racks. Yeah, the sound that it makes while you're driving is just horrendous. So yeah, I don't know if I will keep racks on or not. I do dig the look though, like, you know. It does give it a different type of appearance. I don't know if it's a crap appearance or appearance like, you know, trying to look like a family car, but then you look at the spoiler, the number plate, and the pie cut dumpy, and you're like, well, I don't really know. And you guys want to know the real funny thing is, when I drove down to the burnouts on Saturday, there was a guy in like a V6 litre V8 Commodore, and I pulled up beside him, and I was even like wanting to race or anything, and I think his mates were like, you know, giving him the tap, like, hey mate, come on, fucking XR6 is gonna smoke you. And because I've debadged it, I actually think they thought that it was turbo, or the driver anyway, because I just slowly pulled away, and they didn't want to keep up. So I was like, oh, okay, random. That's not even turbo yet. It is quite loud like this. I will get down on the ground. Give me a second. Chuck my keys on my dad's ute. That's real nice, you know. Real nice thing to do. Hopefully he doesn't get annoyed by that. He will watch this video. So mods starting off, I got the roof spoiler cheap off a good friend. I got that for $50. Got it resprayed. I got it resprayed cheap. I can't say where and who done it. They do a lot of work for someone I know, and they just do me good prices but good work. So yeah, I got that resprayed. I actually only done this one with a can. I picked up this. It's like a Mr. Body Kits. I'm pretty sure it's a Mr. Body Kits one, but it come with a high stop load in it, which is, I didn't want it first, but I found out later on that it's really handy to have it in the spoiler, or else I would have had to try and find like a G6E high stop load. Yeah. So I picked up this. Originally, one of these without the stoplight was going to be like $5.50 shipped to my door from Aussie. And I can tell you from a good friend of mine that might watch this, Mikey, he sourced this through one of his mates. I don't know how much Mikey got it for, but I paid Mikey what they were worth without the shipping, which is $3.50, and he was happy with that. So hey, he's happy, I'm happy. Gotta do good deals with your mates. Lowering. All I've done is put triple SL Kings in the back. I haven't lowered the front. People like see it and they're like, oh, what's it lowered on? I'm like, oh, it's actually just stock in the front. And you can tell it's stock in the front if you take a good hard look at it. It's a little bit higher in the front. So really I'd like to get like double SL or just super lows for the front for now. But I think in future, I would like to go like lower again, or even if I just go double SL in the front, I'd like to get my factory springs compressed again, because I was tucking these rims. Oops, sorry, where am I pointing? See, when I'm looking at the car, I'm looking like this, but I'm not actually looking at the camera. My apologies. Just burping, my bad. These wheels, we're tucking on my G6E, and it actually does look quite nice like this. But yeah, I don't know. See how we go. I'll lower the front a little bit, and then if I get picky with it later on, then I'll lower it more. But it actually still handles really well like this. Went to Mexico on Sunday night, and at a mate's private road. Yeah, it went side to side pretty easy. And beanie knee. I must admit there was a bit of frost on the road, or not frost, sorry, it was like spitting. So yeah, but the one thing I'm trying my best not to do is go full lock to lock in this car. I'm sick of doing power steering pumps. Electric power steering before cert might be the idea, but for now, the power steering pump that I picked up on Trade Me, which is like the New Zealand Gumtree, for any of the Aussies watching, for anyone else watching anywhere in the world, Trade Me is like New Zealand's eBay. If you want to have a look at some pretty cool like JDM cars in that, like Skylines and all that sort of stuff, you can go on to www.trademe.co.nz and you'll find some pretty cool JDM stuff on there. I can see in the distance it's starting to spit, so I'll try to speed this up. I know the windows look tinted, they are tinted, but they're very light. From here they look really dark, but they're actually not. They're only like 43% or 45%, they're very light. But I was going to change it, but looking at it on my phone, they look really dark. Yeah, what else have I done? Oh, I bought these cheap indicators. They're like I can't do it on my phone. For some reason, when you're videoing them, they don't really come up that great on the phone. But they're like sequential, so they go this way. Yeah, they were like $40. They're pretty easy to install. I actually put a bit of silicone on the back of both of them to make them really nice and firm in there. Yeah. Some people, there's like a little grommet thing on the back that you actually push into the light, so no water gets in there. But they're only $40. If it only lasts like a couple of years, I'll just change them again. Because yeah, for some reason I just couldn't push the grommet, like the actual light bulb holder thing, into the back of them. It just wouldn't go. So I was out, stuff it. We'll have a quick look. It's not really much to see under the bonnet that I have done. Does that pick up on the phone? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Anyway, oh, I didn't even realise the light's on. Let's turn that off. I've been dailying at the moment, so there's the odd Boss coffee can in that. Sorry, my apologies. Let's have a look under the bonnet. It's still not flash under here. I'm probably going to start piecing together the intercooler and that, and putting it all on the car this weekend. Start doing the intercooler and just laying little bits around. I'm still waiting on my exhaust and intake gasket. Whatever that was, I don't know. Anyway, Nick that done my valve springs and head studs, he put a factory red rocker cover on. Yeah, I asked him to. I just thought it'd be cool. I've got all the factory turbo stuff to go on. I will actually, give me a second, I'll pause this video and I will go grab the piece I'm talking about, so people that aren't familiar with the Barra turbos under the bonnet know what I'm talking about. This plastic intake, this is good for about 10 psi, but I don't know, in my head for some reason I just thought if I'm going to go sort of all out but not a built motor, I'm going to go a turbo intake. So I've got a turbo intake inside. I had to get an aftermarket fuel rail because it didn't come with the factory one. So I think it's like a ProFlow, and then I had to get the AN fittings to fit to the factory fuel lines. I've got a turbo 4-pound brand new fuel regulator. I've got a BF turbo mass sensor. Yeah. So at the moment, when I put it all together, it's going to look like a factory XR6 turbo. So you won't know unless you've watched my YouTube that this is a Plus T. Other than, I guess, if you looked at the Rego, but yeah. Other than that, under the bonnet, it's going to look pretty well stock, except for the external gate. The exhaust side, I've got the factory manifold look, but it's made by Aeroflow. Then I've got a Pulsar 3582 with the gate rear housing. I've got a 45mm brand new Turbo Smart gate. Or like pretty much all my stuff's brand new except for the turbo intake, obviously. There's actually a local guy that does vapor blasting, so I'm thinking about taking the intake down to him and getting it vapor blasted so it looks real prime and nice. And I'll clean up the engine bay around here, and I don't know what this is, but I'll get it sorted anyway. I might even buy a new one of these just to give it that real pristine look. Eventually I will do the turbo side intake, because hey, if we're turboing the car, might as well make it dose. So yeah, I'll go grab that top intake. I've got it's an aftermarket Aeroflow dump pipe, but it's off a friend's actual Nitro Blue Ute. He put a 4-inch dump on there, and the 3-inch one he just gave to me for my birthday, actually. Shout out to him. So yeah, so hopefully, I actually haven't had a look. It's starting to rain, but we'll have a quick look. Get my fat ass down on the ground. Can I even see under here? Oh yeah, sorry guys, I slipped and hit a button. I actually haven't had a look at myself, but I think that's where it goes from 2-inch to 3-inch. Yeah, right there. So when I get the turbo on, and I might even just trailer this down to the exhaust shop so I don't get in trouble with the 5.0. And oh, there's a small muffler there, and then up here is the Cadillac converter. So we're gonna do the dump pipe all the way down to that flange we're just looking at over here, 3 inch the whole way. So from here it's 3 inch. There's a afterburner muffler right here, which is like a Flowmaster rep, and then it goes straight through over the diff, 3 inch to a 4 inch sticky flanges pie cut dumpy. Yeah, I hadn't really done much else. It's crazy because it doesn't look that low when it's on the driveway, but on the grass here, I think the grass is sort of angled. I can only just get my fat arms under there. Yeah, the guards are pretty rough. The car's paint's not great, but all goes with the hopefully sleeper look that I was trying to go for. Yeah, I have got some the eyelids, the little ones that go on here. Oh, pardon me, burping. I've got some of those, but I want to get them color matched. So, like I said before, I used the color match spray can from like Super Cheap and just sprayed this quickly with a can. I like sanded it, sprayed a little bit of white so the blue stood out a bit more because it's like a factory black. Yeah, and then I just put like 2 coats of clear on it. You can tell it's different, like, you can't even really tell on the phone. You can sort of tell, it looks more pastel, like a pasty blue, but yeah, it works for now. So yeah, we'll go grab this intake, and yeah, other than doing the turbo setup, yeah, I just want to lower the front, put the eyelids on, and then I'm pretty much done. Like I really don't want to put a V8 bonnet on it. I know everyone does it. Everyone does it. It's like even P-platers and Aussie put the V8 bonnet on just for the aggressive look, but I'm not trying to go for that look. Like, yeah, I am trying to make it aggressive, but I'm also trying to make it like just, you know, your granddad's, you know. Because I did think about putting darker tints on, but I'm thinking now I might just put like a stuffed toy in the back window with, you know, like an old like sort of cane hat or leather cowboy hat or something. just go for that real sleeper look. And I've changed who I'm going to use for tuning, which is fine, you know, we all chop and change. I've asked a few people, so I'm going to use HPR in Hamilton. They're a rotary engine building specialist, but they also specialise in doing dyno tunes for all cars. So yeah, 2 seconds, I'll be back, and then we'll be ending this video, and hopefully when you see me again, it's got a nice big spoily boy right here. Yeah, I will do like a series of videos. Maybe, actually no, I won't have the turbo on there straight away, because this weekend I'll do the intercooler and all the piping. I probably won't do all the piping right up to here, because obviously the NA side will be in the way. But as long as I get some done this weekend, I'll be happy. I'll be back in a minute. Team, it's raining, but yeah, just quickly, this is how it'll sit in the factory position. Obviously not sort of like that, but yeah, even got the factory blow-off valve. How sick. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of the rain. Hope you guys have a great week. Chit chit.